All right. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Excuse me. Hopefully that cleared it. Okay. Hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week. Happy get some stuff done day, because that's hopefully what I'm going to be doing with the writing today is just kind of powering through, getting some stuff done. I have moved several of my stickies between yesterday and today. I've moved, I think, 3 stickies. I just have them kind of like in a line, so it's kind of hard to tell when there's a difference. But yes, so I've moved a couple of stickies, gotten a couple things done. And I'm working on another one of those scenes that I've been sort of like putting off, procrastinating, dawdling. So we are tackling that today. And I may have to do some handwriting to kind of figure out exactly how I want it to go. Not sure yet. We'll just kind of play around and see. But the goal is to get some stuff done. How about y'all? What is your goal? How are things going? How are things going? Are you on the writing train? Are you midweek productivity? Like brainstorming for the second half of the week? How are you doing? And I don't know what these hand motions are, but they're sometimes I feel like I talk with my hands, but then I don't, because they don't really say anything. Stacy says, I am looking forward to writing. I have to draft a letter to a church to get some information on its history, and I think I'm close to writing. I think I have gathered most of the history that you need. Exciting. Monique says, hey everyone, you're here to finish your outline for the first draft of an unconventional romance. Also waiting on a package that a friend sent to you. And you also need to catch up on bullet journaling again. Yes. Yes. Megan says, hey everyone, you're brainstorming today. Since you're writing personal essays, you're trying to write down all of the memories that you have that are interesting enough to write about. See, this is what's funny, is because what we think are... There are certain things that we think are interesting that others will also think are interesting, but there are things where we just we don't know that other people are interested in them, which is why it makes it difficult to sometimes ascertain whether or not something is worth either writing or telling in a social situation, either or. So yeah, that's been sort of one of the pitfalls of we start talking about things we think people are interested in, and yet sometimes it's those really off the wall memories that we just kind of take for granted. We're like, oh yeah, that happened, and people are like, wait, what? So yeah, so sometimes you just gotta write them all down. I'm no help though. Apparently, I have no, I am no good for weeding out what is interesting and what is not in terms of personal essays, because most of the time there's somebody who's going to find it interesting. Sako says hops over. And ooh, Megan, cool. Yes. Stacy also says that sounds interesting. Technically, you are doing something similar. Yes. Daisy says hello. Hello. Daisy studied all day and now you get to write. Woohoo! Yay! Jen says Stream Hoppers United. Yes. Sako says hello. Love the shirt. Thank you. It's a very nice dusty green. I like it a lot. So, and it's the ribbed texture, reminiscent of corduroy, but it's not quite corduroy. One of my favorite pairs of pants was that corduroy texture. Because you could just run your fingernails over it, and it just had a texture entertainment all day long. Cool Gamer says, hey, hello. Oh no. My my antivirus software is like, oh hey, We've got an important update. Do you want that now? No, because then you'll require me to reboot. So no, not right now. We'll do it later. Charlie says, hey, hello, Charlie. How are you? And Sako says, hi, cool gamer. And to Charlie, Sako just filmed a new video and now you're editing. Excellent. I still need to do that because I haven't done that yet this month. CB says, hello, you're in the library with your headphones on. Yay. You're writing one of the most difficult chapters of book 2. You wrote a toned down version of it for homework for your Friday writing group. Okay, so now you're doing the more difficult version. Gotcha. CB also struggles with figuring out what people think is interesting or not. Yes, in social situations. Charlie says, my classes start again today, so you're trying to get some words in before your meetings and class. Gotcha. Wednesdays are too busy for the next couple of months. Gotcha. Stacy says, see, I don't care if anyone is interested in what I'm writing about. I'm going to write more for me than anybody else. Yes. So your family history at your church. Gotcha. And Sako says, oh, Daisy, I didn't see you come in. Hello. CB says, I can be here for about 20 more minutes because of the writing group. Gotcha. Heather says, hello. Hello. I don't know. We may, Mom has gone to one of the big box hardware stores like Home Depot and Lowe's and all that. Because my parents are thinking about redoing the shower in the main bedroom, master, whatever. So because the current one is it's like a tile, stone tile, natural stone tile, but it has no door. So it's just like a regular shower curtain. And there's also no grab rail, which as my parents get older is not necessarily the best. And so my parents are thinking about getting at least that bathroom shower redone. But nobody wants to like give a general ballpark of like how much it would be. They're like, oh, we have to send somebody out to your house before we can give you an estimate. And we're kind of like, what do you mean? It's a standard tub size, but it's a shower unit only. Like, you can't give us an estimate just based on that knowledge. Like, but everybody who Mom has contacted has just been very insistent of like, no, we have to send somebody out to your house to examine it. Which like, I guess is somewhat fair because, you know, most people don't necessarily know what standard size is or how to measure properly sometimes. Which like in the terms of like how to measure properly, I have definitely fallen on the bad side of that equation once or twice, which is why my dad always tells me to measure 3 times. That way I can get a little more accurate. But yeah, so Mom may drag me to one of the stores again later. Because we went a couple months ago when they were first starting to think about it. But, you know, things happen slowly sometimes. So, Daisy tackles Sako from behind. Gotcha. CB is getting a grab rail fitted for your shower on Monday because minus your glasses, you've got the eyesight of a mole. Same. Stacy says if they're doing a door, they may need to custom order the door, and what the material for the shower is made of could determine what type of materials they need. Yeah, and in some ways I understand that, but yeah, I I don't know. Anyway, the parents are, as they get older, they listen to the news, and all kinds of horror stories about scams and people coming in and doing all kinds of horrible things. And I'm like, okay, don't be paranoid. Don't be too paranoid. But it is very frustrating with if you want something done and nobody will give you a ballpark. Like, is this going to cost like somewhere in the neighborhood of like $5,000? Is it going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $10,000? Like, nobody wants to give even a ballpark, which is frustrating because then, like, I mean, we're comfortable, but like if somebody has to have something done for like change in mobility, how would they know whether or not they have enough saved up type thing? So it becomes a little weird when nobody is willing to give you a ballpark. They're just like, oh, we'll send somebody out and try and convince you that you need all of these things. It's like, can't you just give a ballpark? I don't know. Anyway, okay, I am getting distracted. So cards. The Tower, upside down. Fear of change, averting disaster, a moment might have already passed, carelessness, negligence. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily. Okay. I'm just thinking like that's kind of a slightly odd interpretation, feels like, for the Tower card. Maybe it's because I'm not used to reading it in reverse, because I usually get it in, what does my regular cheat sheet say? In reversed, disaster, catastrophe, upheaval. So things have gone awry, essentially, is what my cheat sheet says for the Tower. So things have gone awry, possibly. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, also in the inverse, that's sort of like that stuck in a rut, very stubbornness, like that sort of, you have the earthiness, but it's too much. You're too grounded, too stuck. So maybe we are not seeing what it is that we should be seeing. Hopefully the spirit animal of the card is going to give us some hope for this. Flamingo, embrace the in-between. Yes, okay, so there's a little bit of, but also I think we are getting called out on our stubbornness. So if we are being too stuck in our misery, too imprisoned, we're adhering to something that is not benefiting us, I think, is the way that I want to phrase that. Because usually the Tower is sort of like the institution or the manner and the organization in which things are done. And we have to break that down in order to build something new that is better for us. So if it's in the reverse, I think it's more of like we are clinging to that foundation that does not work for us. Okay, Stacy says, inverse Tower, we don't want to do what we need to do. Right. Fighting the inevitable. Yeah. Clinging to that which is not serving us. And that Knight of Pentacles inverted is also kind of that, I want to say, the same energy of like being really stuck. Inertia, idleness, and stagnation. Yeah. Okay. So something that we are doing is not working for us. So Flamingo, what hope do you have for us? And it is in the correct orientation, the upright. Embrace the in-between. Balance comes easily to the flamingo who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what has come before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist the flamingo's call to be fully present in the now where the real magic happens. Okay, so maybe we're clinging too much to something that happened in the past. With one foot in the life that you are already moving away from, and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions, you must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between. The presence of the flamingo is a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you are experiencing in this in-between time. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hopefully the flamingo will help us see that we are in a transient state, an in-between, and that we do not have to remain stuck. So I think that's okay. I think it'll be okay. Stacy says, I'm feeling mullish. I have most, if not all of what you really need, and you're just not as motivated to get started. You need to, and you need to do it so you can find out what you don't know so that you can then go search for that, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Now that we have done our card, let's go ahead and do a sprint. I'm going to start with the teapot, our gray 25-minute teapot. Okay, do I have my sound on? I do. So I'll be able to hear when it comes up. All right. So, 1, save your document if you have been working today. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever document you are going to be using. 3, make sure that I skipped 2. 2, take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. Here we go. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I have turned on subscriber mode because, oh great, they're a real troll, not just a bot. So, fun times. If you have a wrench today, I guess you get to use it. Because this person has apparently plenty of accounts. Okay. Wow. Tum. All right, I have adjusted. And from what I can tell, that was an actual person who decided they were going to troll and was taking great pleasure in being a jerk. So I have turned on subscriber mode, and I had to edit it to where in order to chat, you would have to be a subscriber for at least a day, because any duration, they just went ahead and apparently pressed the subscribe button so they could continue to have their entertainment. Okay. In the meantime, hopefully they will just move on. Go somewhere else with their troll self. So I did get some done during the sprint. I have managed to get, I think, 211. Yes, 211. And apologies for the chaos in the chat. But thank you very much for those of you who helped me hide and report them. The bot and the troll who has bought pets, whatever it is. But yeah, so thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm managing to get through at least some of this scene. So yeah, making progress, which is good. Let's see. Daisy got drinks and took notes on a chapter. Megan, thank you very much for reporting all of them. Jen says 692 words, and wow. Yes. Wow to your words as well. Rosalind says, what did I miss? Yes, just some pesky bots. Nothing to see here. Yes. This is where Charlie said they'll keep an eye out for us. Stacy says, I started my letter and wrote 522 words, which is pretty cool since you have 5 different books out where you are pulling information for this project, although not for the letter. Gotcha. Nice. 5 different books out. You're pulling information for this project. That's amazing. I love spreading all my research everywhere, so I always want to start with like a massive table and take over all the space. And then I always feel like I have Pinky and the Brain soundtrack, They're Taking Over the World song in my head. So Rosalind says I got coffee. Excellent. Excellent choice. Yes, yes. All right. Second. Oopsies. There we go. Second sprint. I'm just going to kind of shove us into it. Second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So please make sure that you have something writing adjacent that you would like to share. Please do so. And so that means if you have an Amazon author name that you would like us to be aware of, please let us know. If you have book titles coming out soon, let us know. If you have a social media that is your author or book related, make sure you let us know what your handle is and which platform. Yeah. So don't forget to do your self promos during the sprint. Stacy says, I was thinking the same thing earlier. I was thinking about going into the basement so you could use the gaming table, which is really just a dining table, since you're currently using your actual dining. Yeah, you might need those for like lunch and dinner, just maybe. So yes. All right. So I have pulled up, or am pulling up, the 30-minute purple teapot timer, because that's what we're going to use next. Present. Share screen. Make it big. All right. Okay, so 1, save your document. Success. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of sprint number 2. Make sure that you do your self promo in the chat if you have not done so. If you have something to promote, that is, that you want to share. What am I? I think I got close to 300 that time. Pretty sure, anyway. Yeah. So, there is that. So how did you do? Did you get some progress done? Did you get some words down, some editing done, all the good things? Did you make some tea? Since it was the teapot timer, Saka says, "Yay, tea!" Yes, I wish I had put the kettle on, but I did not. I will have to do so after the stream. So, all right, let me scroll up and find the promos. So Megan says that her next post comes out tomorrow. Make sure you're signed up before it goes live. And here is Megan's Substack link, meganmccarthy.substack.com. And also you can find all of Megan's other links through the link tree, Megan_McCarthy. And I forget what I was saying hooray for. Oh, hello. And you made friends with the like button. It's much appreciated. Just a reminder, 2 weeks left to sign up to speak at the 2023 AuthorTube Writing Conference. You can find the applications on the website, and I did post the link. So this is in the chat if you scroll up a little bit for the AuthorTube Writing Conference.com. You're welcome. And Shadow's Lair came in. Hello. And Heather says, ordinarily you promote your range of editorial services, but today you wanted to promote the conference that you've had the pleasure of helping put together, which is the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference, which is going to take place February 17th through 19th. If you want more information, there is a link to the conference website through Heather's link tree. Heather Dewey Batet. You're going to be hosting 2 panels during the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. And these panels will have a few author tubers like our very own Esty. Yay. Yay. It's exciting to see the connections and conference growth within and connected to AuthorTube, which I think is fascinating and fun. Heather says, also, you will be streaming tomorrow and in one of your first art streams. Ooh, but don't worry, there will be sprints. Here's a direct link to the stream. Excellent. Monique says, I'm going to do my workout and then take a nap. Your eyes are getting tired. Yes, I understand this. I understand this all too well. Daisy says, a little more scene notes and then packed your bag for school tomorrow. Excellent. Shadow's Lair says, total of 2 new words. You were distracted, to be honest. That's okay. Sako says, you're working on subtitles. Nice. Daisy says, for anyone who wants to know, you're going to Finance Academy to become an accountant. Oh, nice. Yes, you are sane. Yes, you question this choice regardless. And no, I can't do your taxes because I'm still in training. Exactly. My mom she got her undergrad in accounting, and then hasn't really used it. She didn't go into accounting, but my grandfather, her dad, so he told her that she ought to go to school to be a dental hygienist, and he was a lawyer. She is their second child, and she was pretty offended that was all he thought that she could do. And so she deliberately went to I think she wanted to kind of help out, and she did for a while, but she wound up then like working for Delta, doing something not at all related to accounting, um, and worked for Delta for like 35 years. So, but yeah, I mean, it is a stable job, which is nice when the economy is chaotic. So, you know, plus it helps if you know how to do budgets, and plus it helps when you are trying to budget and save for editing and um, cover artists and all of that. When you turn your hobbies into a business, accounting will help because you have an idea of what you're doing. So Jen got 699 words. Nice. Very nice. Stacy says you are not up to 822 words in this letter. So only about 300 words. Oh, you're now up to. Okay. You got distracted with another shiny idea. Yes. Charlie wrote more pages in Creation's Path, Creation Spirituality for the Solitary Practitioner. This book is flowing through you. You need to find some alpha readers soon to ensure that you answer all the questions. Yes. Monique says, I made good progress, though, because you outlined a couple of characters from Darcy's point of view for the first act of your novel. Talk to you later. All right. Have fun. Your major in uni was journalism, and now you've ended up in accounting. So you totally get it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like we think our life is headed in one direction. And then as we are learning and going through more school and life, it can take us very different routes from where we thought we were headed. That is for sure. So, all right, it's 2:28. Let's do another 30-minute sprint, shall we? Which theme should we use? Which theme? All right, 30-minute babbling brook or 30-minute rainbow record? Yeah. Babbling brook, which has sounds, or rainbow record, which is silent. Which would you prefer? If you have a preference, do let me know. If not, somebody else probably will. And so it'll be decided for you. Okay, rainbow and silent. All right. That way you can play whatever music you want. And you don't have to listen to the sounds of water that may or may not want you to take a bio break. All right, so 30 minutes is going to be our next sprint. So 1, save your document. Make sure you save all of the wonderful progress we are making. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever that you are hydrating with. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break to get a peanut butter sandwich or a snack, please do so. All right, here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Excuse me. All right, that was the end of sprint number 3. I think I did probably closer to 250 rather than 300 again that time. It's slow going. There was a reason I was avoiding writing the scene. It's because I knew that it was one that I would struggle to write, but progress is happening. So again, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about like just getting some of it done. So I can stop feeling guilty about avoiding these particular scenes. So that has been happening, which is fantastic. Yeah. So there was some continued talk about peanut butter sandwiches. Ashley's grandma used to make peanut butter and mustard sandwich. Oh, really? I've heard peanut butter and mayo relatively often because, we live in the South and Elvis. But peanut butter and mustard is a combo I had not really heard. Like just regular yellow mustard, like not even like Dijon or something, just like yellow mustard. Peanut butter sandwiches are relatively healthy, yes. I mean, they can be made healthier by choice of bread and jam, or whatever your other, or if you're just having like peanut butter, type of peanut butter as well, because some of the store-bought peanut butters have a whole lot of added sugar in them, which is why it's tasty. You might go make one, yes. Heather has to be careful because your cholesterol has been on the high side the last couple of years. Gotcha. Yes. Yeah. Agreed. Fruit jam makes an awesome PB sandwich. Yes. Yes, it does. Stacy is blanking on how to wrap up the letter. Oh no. So I asked if you had added the contact information. I think you answered that already. So Heather says I was making strawberry jam a few years ago. Oh, nice. I don't know that I have I'm assuming that you mean that you've made and canned some. But you could just have made like a small batch. I don't really know. My mom has tried canning things over like several long time ago. I don't really want to say how long ago. But yeah, so she's tried canning things. So we had some canned strawberries, but we mostly had canned cherries. And this was when we lived in Utah because our neighbors across the street had fully mature cherry trees in their backyard. And so they had like a ton of cherries and they were delicious. And so we canned some to use later. Yeah. Brain. That was where my brain went. I don't know. Daisy was heading off to bed, and we got the kiddo off the bus and set him up with a therapist. Fantastic. Shadow's Lair got new words, but added a chapter title. Excellent. Megan took the dogs out, consumed lunch. Yes. Ooh, udon noodles for the win. Yes, absolutely. Stacy is emailing the letter, and the pastor already actually has your email address, and you talked to him on the phone earlier. But you can add your contact information. Yeah, just in case. Just in caseies. Charlie wrote several more pages. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm excited with how much the Remarkable tablet is encouraging you and motivating you to write. That's amazing. Stacy says, I have canned homemade strawberry jam. You've also tried peach jam, but it never came out that well. You can a whole lot of other things as well. Gotcha. Jin says 631. Fantastic. Lovely. HK, hello. Hi, darlings. Hello, lovelies. Hope the words have been flowing, and homemade strawberry jam sounds amazing. It does sound amazing. Bestie has already mentioned there's a like you pick strawberry farm that's like relatively close to where she lives, and so she wants to make sure that she takes her baby to get pictures on like the ginormous rocking chair that they have there, as well as like with strawberries. The only thing is, and I have to ask Bestie this. Bestie is allergic to strawberries. So I don't know if Bestie's baby is also allergic to strawberries or not. I don't know if we have made it that far in the in these sort of like allergen detection things, because Bestie's baby, hasn't been exposed to it because Bestie can't have it. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah, we're gonna have to see whether or not Bestie's baby is allergic to strawberries, because if that is so, then it will just have to be a photography event. I don't know if they have, I can't remember if the same farm has like you pick blueberry section, so maybe we could go to the blueberry section, but like it's known for their strawberries, so we'll have to see. Megan says, I've also realized that my goal for Duolingo this year was a tad bit unreasonable. You will have to adjust the goal. Yes. And HK is either laughing at the strawberries possibility to miss out on the strawberries. No. Well, okay. So it's also, it's also hilarious because Bestie's last name is the reaction that she gets when she has strawberries. And Bestie is also a strawberry blonde. So it's just like all kinds of fantastic pieces of irony that is just like somebody was having a laugh. The universe was just like, yes, let's make this coincidence happen. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do another sprint today. I have some household things that need to happen. So we're going to go ahead and, did I share the link? I did not. Okay. Let me pull the AuthorTube channel and spreadsheet link that Kat and Devin have been so amazing to continue to put this together for us, because I have not had much more. No, today's the 18th, not the 17th. Okay. HK, who is in the chat, is going to be on in about an hour. So you have time for a little bit of a break. And then Creative Sprints is on at 4:30. JC Carpenter is on at 7, and Sarah Nicholas is on at 8. So make sure that you follow your fellow sprinters, subscribe, hit the bells if you want to be notified for the sprinty sprints. Also, make sure you bookmark the tiny URL that I put in there. Bookmark that so that you can find the AuthorTube channels and quote-unquote playlists that Devin Cutting and Kat Leo have put together for us. No thanks to YouTube, who unfairly destroyed Devin's channel. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to save. Save your work. Oh, that sounded real. It was not even a Y-O-U-R. It's your. It was E-R. Y-E-R. Sometimes the Southern comes out and I don't. Save your work. It still sounds very Southern, but whatever. It's fine. Okay. Save your work. Make sure you're hydrating, stretching, getting up and moving around occasionally. Get those peanut butter sandwiches or whatever it else is that you are snacking on, and have fun. I will see y'all in the chats, and I will see y'all on Friday. Hopefully we will not have robotic entities and trolls who have crawled out from under their bridge. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.